Hello lovely people, back again. This is glitter all over the bench. It's because I didn't clean it up. Alrighty, we need little tiny jugs this time. What are we doing? We're doing red, well maybe red, green, orange and yellow. So we need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that worked out well, didn't it? Okie dokie, so this one is energy and doing a multicoloured pour with a hanger swirl. So I haven't done a hanger swirl in a while. Now the bottom of that mould needs a quick clean out. I changed the light bulb above the mould and it's got a bug in it. A dead bug, which I don't know if that's better or worse, but there's nothing in there now. It's all gone. So for those of you new, this has everything in it, including the lye, which is why I'm giving it a quick mix like this. This is how I always start my videos, because really, do you want to see me pour the lye in there? Really? I mean, you know, I can do it if there's an overwhelming majority that want to see me put the lye in there, but I don't know. I just think that would be very boring. Alright, I'll give this a whiz and we'll get stuck in. Alright. So, again, as usual, I only mix to barely emulsified, sometimes not even emulsified, just because I know I'm going to do more mixing and more spilling, always with the more spilling. Alright, I'm going to separate this off and clean that jug because it's got something on it. So it's something. They're all got this white look to them, which happens in the dishwasher, and I don't know why. If anybody knows what it is, oh, actually there's 5. I just can't count. So let me know. I don't know whether it's just. Oh, I literally don't know, and I haven't searched on the internet because when I go back upstairs, I tend to forget about all the stuff that happens down here. What happens in the soap room stays in the soap room. Oh my god, there's too many jugs. Too many jugs. Not enough bench space, and because we're on this tiny little bench now, like the back of the... you could probably go a little higher, because the back of the bench is probably another 2 or 3 inches. 2 inches? I don't know inches. Probably about 10 centimetres maybe. Oh, that's more, isn't it, than 2 inches? I don't know. There's a little bit more bench that you can't see, put it that way. Okay, so we're not going to do a lot in these. Maybe that much. And just going to spill it everywhere because apparently that's what I do now. Oh, really? Oh, this is great. Oh, I've just lost my mojo. I've lost my soap mojo. And oh my god, can you see how much my... No, you can't because I'm just too close to the camera, which is good because I was just going to point out how much my hand was shaking. I shake all the time. It's just a thing. It's my thing. Okay, so I'm going to put white in here for shizzle. Yes. That's me. I'm a gangster. Look at me go. We need this spoon. We need this spoon. Everything's moved. I don't know where anything is. Now, I want these to be very bright. So I'm going to put a good chunk of colour in them. Now the red, if I wanted a true red, I'd aim for a true red, but because this energy always just reminds me of like fruit, I don't know. The red's just going to be sort of more like an orangey red, so I wasn't going to waste my good red on it. Let me do... Let's put that away before I actually knock it off the bench. I have Poppy Fields Mica, and which is a my Micro Obsession one, and then I have Lava, which is just Heirloom. This yellow was Sunflower Yellow from Heirloom, not my Micro Obsession. The orange was Orange Pop, which is like the best orange ever. Now, you can definitely see the difference in these two. That's just... And you can even see the difference in the texture of them. There you go. See, this one's very fine like mica. This one looks more like a pigment. So I'm assuming that that one is pigment. Well, the spoon actually goes in there. Put that there. And you can see this is quite orange. Can you? Yeah, you can. Whereas the other one's more red. But anyway, I would probably be just happy with whatever comes out. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not aiming for a true red. Otherwise, I'd use my Trial by Fire. But I was just sort of thinking more along the lines of whatever those fruits are that are red inside. Yes, that's my expertise in fruit. I don't eat fruit because I can't afford it. And I'll buy it thinking I'm going to be all healthy and stuff, and then it just sits in the fridge and I don't eat it and it goes off. So that's really silly. So I just don't eat a lot of fruit. That's probably what's wrong with me. I'm probably malnourished. There's no way I can mix these without putting loads and loads of bubbles in them because they're too little. The orange is probably a little darker than I would have liked, but there you go. I'm not hating on that colour. I am going to clean my stick blender before I do the green though. So I'm also going to wipe it off, but before I wiped it off, I unhooked it so that if I stick my fingers in here, it doesn't matter. They're not going to get chopped off. Always unplug your stick blender before you stick your fingers in it. I would say ask me how I know, but I just know that that is a stupid thing to do. Which is why I actually haven't ever done it. And cut my fingers off. Alright, so we're going to think really positively here and just assume that this fragrance is going to play well. I think it does. It's been a minute since I soaped with it. I don't do anything with it anymore. Let me have a look. Did I write it down? No, I did not. I just think it says it behaves. I think. I can't remember. Cannot remember. So what we'll do is I'll just put some in here. And there's another bug. Look at that. I can see it. I can see it. Come out, you bastard. Quick. Have we got time for your sneaking shenanigans? Get out. There we go. Now, let's see. Oh, I should probably do these things on camera. Or it loosens trace. Well, that does not suck. At all. Or that really doesn't suck. I'm happy about that. I'm going to give the green its own spatula. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. That's fan-frickin-tastic. The orange and the red are probably a little too similar. But whatever. Who gives a shit? Who cares, eh? It's still going to look pretty. Let's just go with that. Okay, so what we're going to do is mix these. Put the green over to the side. Give the yellow a bit of a swoosh. My plan is to pour them all on one side of the mold. Oh god, this smells so good. It's such a happy fragrance. I can't even, it's just, I love it so much. How's that behaving? Still holding, that's good. Sometimes when they do that, they'll look like they're behaving and then all of a sudden they'll just go a bit mental. So Yeah, these colours are very similar. I'm pretty sure this is the red. I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not moving slowly here because I don't want to stuff it up. I'm actually quite excited for this one, although I have left the one that I'm most excited for to last. I do plan on soaping all of these today. Alright, so you go over there. You go over there. Alright, so let's put this white in first of all. Actually, I have learnt with these square things, they are so good to pour out of, but you need to pour into the mould this way. Because if you try and pour from the end, sometimes the stream is just a little bit too thick. But yeah, you're definitely probably a little too close to the camera, to the action. I know you guys like to be able to see what I'm doing, but pretty much all you're seeing is the bottom of a bowl. It's kind of funny how I just like panic soap when everything's behaving really well. It's like I was just waiting for it not to, I think. I think that's definitely it. Alright, so we're going to go in colour order. So I'll give this a wipe off and I'll use, actually I could just use the white one for that matter. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the green in first because green and yellow are okay together, whereas green and red not so much. Alright, so I'm going to have to sort of do this over here because I want to pour this from as high as humanly possible without spilling it, but yeah. We know how that goes in this house. They're definitely not. Okay. Alright. So that's nice and loose. Give it a bit of a swirl as well. And then I'm going from higher than the camera. So probably above shoulder height is how high I'm going from. I think this is the orange. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Does it really matter? No, it does not. Oh, I just flicked soap across the room. Whoops-a-daisy. Alright, so again, going from above shoulder height, which I think is what makes it so hard to hold up. I've purposely left some in the bottoms of these because I want to go silly on the tops. Or top, of course. Alright, last one, which might possibly have been the orange. I don't know. Can you tell the difference? I cannot. Alright, one more. Actually, I'm going to come from this end this time. Woo. Wow. Yeah, she's definitely thickened up now. Alright, so. Oh, wow. Just want to get rid of a little bit of this mess so it doesn't go underneath. Oh, the friggin'. Doesn't matter, they're all getting sanded and sealed anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down the side that's white. Alright, and then we're going to go down across the bottom so that it's now in the side with all the colours. And I'm going to swirl towards the other side and pull it up as I go. Alright, and I'm going to go down again and I'm going to do it again. Like that. Just like that. And I'm just going to not bother cleaning that because it's gross. I'm going to give it a bit of a tap down. And then I'm going to start splattering the top. Just like this. Did I turn that camera on? I did. Go me. 15 minutes. Woo. Now I do have a lot of soap left and I don't want to put all of it on the top. So, because I think it would just look too yucky. Oh, so let's get one of these little molds. Oh, wow, so messy. Multicoloured soaps, they're always so messy, but I mean, they're so pretty. It's kind of funny, like I was trying to keep in the range of all the colours that the lady had sort of picked, and here I go making something that's completely like citrus coloured. It's not, you know, pinks and yellows. I don't think she'll mind. I did give her the option to be as pedantic about the designs as she wanted. I said I was happy with her to, you know, choose a design or multiple designs, and I would try to emulate those to the best of my abilities. I said, or you can just let me go and I'll just make them look as pretty as I can. And she said, go for it. So go for it I am. I like having artistic license. I find that I make nicer soaps because I will think about them rather than just try and do something that I've already done. You know what I mean? Because doing something I've already done is like, right. It's boring, I've already done it. I mean, mind you, is every drop swirl not exactly the same anyway, really? Yes, I'm well aware that I'm pretty shit at putting stuff in moulds. You don't need to point this out. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's nothing anybody could say bad about me that I probably don't say to myself anyway. Oh, there's just a mess. There's just mess everywhere. I don't want to use that spatula. Well, that spatula, we ended up with 3. I'm not entirely sure how, but we did. So yeah, so the house has all been changed around again upstairs, which if I do these vlogs, you will see because it's in it. I now have a lounge room again. And for the first time in a couple of houses, oh yeah, as I didn't in both the houses in Townsend or the last house I lived in out here, so I actually have a dining room with a dining table. I mean, I probably always had a dining room, probably just didn't have a dining table in it, but I even went and got some nice placemats, just like round marble placemats from Kmart for a couple of bucks. I got 2. I don't know why I got 2. I'm the only person who lives here, and the cat's not sitting at the table. No, the cat's sitting on the table. And he knows it's naughty. Cats, they're so funny. They just don't care. Like, he only does it when I leave the room. Like, when I'm in the room, he'll just sit there, you know, like, cleaning himself and stuff, and he'll just sit on the floor or on the... I have a blanket box next to the table, which I sit on to put my shoes on. And he'll just sit there, and I'll leave, and then I'll hear him jump on the table. And then I'll come out and I'll go, socks, get off the table. And he'll get down because he knows it's naughty. But you can guarantee I'll go to bed or I'll go back into the office. Sure enough, he's back up on there. He's such a little shit. He knows he's being naughty. Now I couldn't be bothered. It's like, fine, sit there, see if I care. So he does. He'll move. Cats never stay in the same place for, you know, too long. Or Socks doesn't. I don't know. What about you guys with cats? Do your cats have a spot that they sit constantly, or do they wander around the house and find different spots and then have that spot for like 2 weeks and then they have another spot for 2 weeks? That's what Socks does. He just doesn't, he likes change without liking change. Doesn't like change at all. I think he's freaking out because I keep changing furniture. He thinks we're moving. He doesn't like moving. He doesn't like the car. Boogs used to love going for car rides. When I moved out here from McLean, I said Townsend, didn't I? I meant McLean. Yeah, oh, before, sorry. Yeah, when we moved out here, well, I say we because I mean me and the cats. I didn't even put him in a cat carrier. He just rode in the van, and I put in the front seat of a High Ace, because that's what it had. Hilux is a friggin' 4B twit. You can put the middle part down and it makes kind of like a table. So I put that down and he sort of sat up on there, and then he went for a little wander around the back, and then he come and he sat back up on there again, because it's like a 40-minute trip from where I was to where I am here. And he loved it. He loved going in the van. Now, I'm not going to do anything to that because I think it looks fabulous, just like it is. We will, however, put glitter on it because these are my choice. So glittered they shall be, because I can't do anything without glitter apparently. We're going to go for the holographic, because it does have like gold and yellow and green kind of tones, so we'll do that. But yeah, Socks has always hated the car. You put him in the cat carrier and he'll be whinging before he even leaves the house. So God knows how it's going to go if we ever have to take him to the vet. I'll probably pay the vet to come here. No, I won't. Christ, that's expensive. Hopefully he just doesn't ever have to go to the vet. He's never been. And Boogs had only ever been to the vet once before he started getting sick here. Well, that's my mower man. He's come to see if he can mow my lawn. Man, have I got news for you, buddy. Alright, there you go. Look at that. That's lovely. I love it. I like that top. That top's going to look lovely on separate bars. Alright, I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye. No, I won't. I'll see you for the cutting. Wow, okay. I was ready to make another soap. Bye. Oh, for those who don't know, soap tastes disgusting. Ugh. I had something on my tongue, so I thought I'll just grab it off. Ugh. Okay, well, that's not very exciting. Ooh. 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 Okay. Ooh. That's kind of interesting though. Ooh, I like. Me likey. Me likey very much. This is not like anything I normally make. I think it's discoloured, and I'm really sorry about the lighting, but there's very little I can do about that. It's got a little bit of fragrance leakage on the side, but yeah, it's definitely discoloured. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I don't know if this camera's going to last for the entire cutting or not. Let's just hope it does. Ugh. I really like this. And I went through and swirled that twice. Oh, we got a hole. Is it even one of my soaps if it doesn't have a hole? No, it's not. I really like this. This is just, I need to do hanger swirls more often. It's very nice. Oh, that's very basic, isn't it? Oh, it's pretty though. It's very pretty. Look at that. That's really pretty. And the last one. Oh, I like that. I like that very, very much. That's really nice. Alright, well, I'll have to go and change my battery now. But there you go. Because I don't think this one's going to last for a third one. No, it's flashing.